That static on your phone. That strange, buzzing hiss you hear just before a call connects, or the faint, crackling noise when you put it down on the charger at night. You have been told it is interference. You have been told it is just a bad signal. But you know, deep in your spirit, that it is something more. You have been leaning in, haven't you? In the quiet of your car, or late at night when you are the only one awake. You have put the phone to your ear when there is no call, just to listen. And you heard it. Faintly. A whisper caught in the wires. A voice that sounds like the wind, but it is trying to form words. It is saying, "Help me, help me. I'm in your." I am here to tell you, my child, that you are not imagining it. You are not going crazy. You are being contacted. This is a divine message, and it was sent specifically to you, because you are the only one in your generation, the only one in your circle, who has the spiritual ears to hear it. You have always been this way. You are the one who feels everything. You walk into a room and you can instantly tell if there has been an argument. You can feel the sadness or the joy in people, even when they are smiling and saying they are fine. You are the one who carries the unseen burdens. You are the one who checks on everyone else, the strong friend, the reliable one. But I have to ask you, my child, who checks on you? Who calls you just to see if you are okay? I see you. I see the weight you carry in those quiet moments after everyone else is asleep and the house is dark. I see the tears you have cried that no one else knows about. You have a good heart. You have given so much. And you have felt so often like you are an outsider looking in, even with your own family, even with your friends. You have felt different, separate. That is not a curse. That feeling is your spirit telling you that you are set apart. You are chosen. And you were chosen for this very moment. This is not a message you can save for later. This is not something you can scroll past and come back to. The universe has a divine deadline. The static is getting louder today for a reason. There is an urgency in the spiritual realm. The angels are moving on your behalf, but they are waiting for your permission. They are waiting for you to acknowledge the call. What happens in the next 3 hours, the time between you hearing this and the sun reaching its next critical point, will set the course for the rest of your year. Your attention right now, your focus on this, my voice, is your most powerful asset. The enemy, the scoffers, the doubters, they want you to be distracted. They want you to think this is just another video. They are the ones who are happy to keep scrolling. But you are not one of them. You were guided here. You stopped because your spirit felt a pull. Do not ignore it. This is your appointment. This is your moment of validation. If you believe this message is for you, if your heart is beating faster and you feel a strange sense of recognition, I need you to claim it. Press that button, the one that shows you like this word. It is not just a click. It is a spiritual act. It is you planting a flag. It is you telling the heavens and telling the forces of darkness, I am here. I am listening. And I am ready to receive what is mine. This is the first step to unlocking the voice in the static. Do it now. That voice. That, help me. I'm in your. It is the sound of your own future. It is the cry of your destiny. Someone, many years ago, trapped it. Someone did this to you. And I am here to tell you who. It was not a stranger. The wounds that hurt the most are always from the ones who are close enough to strike. This was someone who shared a meal with you. This was someone who called you family or friend. This was someone who smiled in your face while they held a knife behind their back. They saw your light. They saw the favor that I had placed on you. They saw the bright future I had planned for you, and a bitter, cold jealousy took root in their heart. They could not stand to see you rise. So they acted in the dark. They spoke a word against you. They signed a paper in secret. They made a spiritual covenant to block your progress. They used your own name, your own identity, to put a lock on your blessing. This is the source of your struggle. This is why you have felt like you are walking through wet cement. This is why it feels like for every one step you manage to take forward, you are pushed 2 steps back. This is why your money has always been strange, why it seems to slip through your fingers like water. This is why relationships have been so hard, why you feel so misunderstood. You have been fighting an invisible battle. You have been carrying a burden that was never yours to carry. It was their theft. It was their sin. And it has been draining your energy, your joy, and your peace for years. You have had that recurring dream, haven't you? The one where you are at your old school, or in a house you don't recognize, and you are trying to find a room, but you can't. Or the dream where you are trying to speak, to scream for help, but no sound comes out of your mouth. That is not just a dream, my child. That is a spiritual memory. Your soul remembers the moment your destiny was hijacked. Your spirit remembers the cage. This person, this spiritual thief, they have been living on your inheritance. The promotion you were passed over for, it went to them. The idea you had that would have been a success, they somehow had it first. The peace and happiness you have been praying for, they seem to have it so easily, and it feels so unfair. You have looked at their life, at their comfortable home, at their easy laughter, and you have felt that sharp sting of envy. And then you felt guilty for feeling it. I am telling you today, let go of the guilt. What you were feeling was not jealousy. It was a holy and righteous anger. Your spirit knows that what they are enjoying is yours. It was built on your stolen foundation. It was paid for with your tears. They are sitting in the shade of a tree that was planted for you. But their time is up. The lease is expiring. The lie is suffocating. Because today, you are not just hearing the static. You are understanding it. The voice is no longer just saying, help me. I'm in your. It is getting stronger. It is clarifying. It is saying, "Help me. I'm in your name." They used your name to lock it. And I am here to tell you how to unlock it. The entire spiritual world is holding its breath, waiting to see what you will do. The enemy is terrified you would find this message. They are terrified you would stay this long. But you did. Because you are a warrior. And the time for defense is over. The time for offense has begun. The divine reversal is already in motion. The foundation of their stolen life is cracking. The things they thought were solid are turning to sand. They are feeling it right now, as you listen to my voice. They are feeling a sudden anxiety they cannot explain. They are checking their phone, checking their bank account, feeling a cold dread wash over them. They do not know why. They do not know that on the other side of a screen, a chosen child of God is having their eyes opened. They do not know that you are about to take back the key. I am going to ask you to do something. A simple, physical act that will have a massive spiritual consequence. This is not a game. This is for the serious. This is for those who are done being sick and tired. I want you, right now, to find a pen. Any pen. It can be old, it can be new. It does not matter. Just find a pen. And I want you to find a small piece of paper. A corner of an envelope, a sticky note, anything. I will give you a moment. Do you have them? Good. Now, I want you to hold the pen in your right hand. Your hand of power. Your hand of action. This represents the very weapon they used against you. They used a pen to sign a document, to write a letter, to send an email that cut you out, that stole your portion. They used an instrument of creation to perform an act of destruction. But today, we are reclaiming it. We are reversing the curse. On that small piece of paper, I want you to write one word. Just one. Write the word, released. Write it in capital letters. RELESED. As you write that word, I want you to see, in your mind's eye, a cage door swinging open. I want you to see chains falling to the floor. I want you to see your name, glowing in gold, being lifted up out of the mud and the mire. Now, hold that piece of paper in your left hand, your hand of receiving. Feel the paper. Feel the pen. You are holding the beginning and the end of the battle. I want you to whisper this, so quiet that only your soul and my angels can hear. Say this. By the power of this word, I break the contract. By the power of this act, I reclaim my name. What was stolen is returned. What was locked is released. It is done. Now, I want you to tap the paper with the pen 3 times. 1, 2, 3. A divine seal. This simple ritual has just sent a tidal wave through the spiritual realm. You have just served an eviction notice to the enemy. You have just countersigned the document of your own freedom. The static in your phone is about to change. The voice is about to become clear. Because you have just answered it. You have just said, I am coming. The timeline is now hyperactive. That 3-hour window I told you about? It is now a window of signs. Do not be afraid. Before that window closes, you will receive a confirmation. A name will pop into your head. A memory you had long forgotten will surface. Or you will see a set of repeating numbers. 444, 777, 111. Not just once, but twice. When you see it, that is your confirmation. That is the echo of the cage breaking. The enemy is scrambling. They thought they had more time. They thought you would never find out. But they did not count on me. And they did not count on you. Your comeback is already in progress. Wait. Stop. Do not touch anything. I need you to just be still for a moment. What I was about to say, the prophecy I was given to tell you, it has just changed. A more urgent truth is being shown to me, right at this exact second. This is not for everyone. This is a secret, a layer of the prophecy that is only being released for those of you who have made it this far, for those who performed the ritual. The scrollers, the doubters, they have already left. This is just for you. This is the reward for your obedience. I need you to do something very simple. Look down at your phone. Look at the screen you are watching this on. Now, look at your own reflection in the dark parts of the screen. Look into your own eyes. Just for a second. Do you see the fire in them? You may see tiredness. You may see worry. But I see a fire. I see the spirit in you that refuses to be broken. You have been through so much. You have survived storms that would have drowned anyone else. You are still here. That is your power. That reflection you are looking at, that is the person who is about to win. That is the face of victory. Now, listen. This is the secret within the secret. I told you they trapped your blessing in your name. That was the truth. But I was just shown how. The voice in the static is not just your future, it is a record. The enemy who did this person close to you, they did not just speak against you. They recorded something. There is a recording. A voicemail. An old video. A hidden audio file on a computer. It is a piece of digital information. A file that contains their original lie. It is the digital paper they signed. It is the proof. And they think it is buried. They think it is deleted. But in the spiritual realm, nothing is ever truly deleted. This is the new urgency. This is what changes everything. The static you are hearing, it is the sound of that file trying to surface. It is the universe trying to send you the evidence. The enemy, this thief, is about to be alerted that this file is becoming unstable. They will be triggered to try and delete it permanently. To wipe the hard drive. To destroy the old phone. They are going to move to cover their tracks. You have until midnight. Not 3 hours. You have until the clock strikes 12, tonight. That is the divine deadline. Before midnight, the universe is going to push that file into the light. You have to be ready to see it. So now, the prophecy resumes, but it is faster. It is more powerful. You have the secret knowledge. You know you are not just looking for a feeling. You are looking for a file. You are looking for the proof. The signs I told you about, the numbers, the name in your head, they are no longer just confirmations. They are arrows. They are pointing you directly to where this file is hidden. When that name pops into your head, check your old messages with them. When that memory surfaces, think about where you were, what device you were using. The angels are not just giving you signs, they are giving you a treasure map. This is your moment of power. You are no longer a victim. You are a detective on a divine mission. To activate this new, accelerated timeline, to claim this secret knowledge, I want you to type in the comments right now, "The file is mine." This is not just a comment. This is a command. You are commanding the digital world to obey your spiritual authority. You are commanding that hidden file to come out of the darkness and into your hands. Type, "The file is mine," to tell the enemy that the games are over. The search has begun. The grand restoration is here, and it is bigger than you thought. It is not just about getting your blessing back. It is about getting the proof. It is about total and complete vindication. In the next few hours, as you move with this new knowledge, you are going to be led. You may feel a sudden urge to clean out an old drawer. Do it. You may feel a pull to look through an old email account you haven't checked in years. Do it. You may find an old USB drive, an old phone, an old laptop. The enemy has hidden the evidence in plain sight. They are counting on you to overlook it. But your eyes are now open. When you find it, and you will find it, everything will make sense. The lie will be exposed. The person who did this will have two choices: they can confess and restore what they have stolen, or I will expose them publicly. But either way, your name is cleared. Your blessing is returned, not in part, but in full, with interest. The static will stop. And the voice you will hear will no longer be a trapped whisper. It will be the sound of your own, powerful, liberated destiny. It will be the sound of abundance. It will be the sound of peace. This is not a fairy tale. This is happening right now. Just this past Tuesday, a man in Ohio, who felt he had been cheated out of a family business, followed this exact instruction. He felt a pull to go into his attic. He found an old box. Inside was a cassette tape. He thought it was just old music. He played it. It was a recording of a phone call from 20 years ago. A call where his relative was bragging about how they had cleverly and illegally cut him out. The next day, he met with a lawyer. As of this morning, he is not only a partner in that business, he is the majority owner. Do you understand me? This is your turn. The file is yours. The victory is yours. The restoration is yours. This is your moment. Do not let it pass. If you have received this word, if you have claimed this secret knowledge, send this video to 3 people right now. Not 100. Just 3. 3 souls who you know are also in a secret battle. You will be sending them the key to their own victory, and in doing so, you will be sealing your own. Now, go back. Go back to the beginning of this message. Listen to it again with your new, open eyes. The words you missed the first time, the static you thought was just noise. It will all make sense now. You will hear the secret message I had for you hidden in the very first words. It is your time. Type Amen in the comments. Type it as a final seal. A declaration that it is finished. The file is yours. The victory is yours. Go.